These next few videos are going to be about acknowledging the pain of grief and how fitness can help with grief. The day that my mum passed away, I got Uber to the hospice, and I felt so anxious to go into that room, but I ended up going in there, obviously, and the first thing I saw was my mum's lifeless body laying there, not being able to speak, not saying anything, not doing anything, just laying there. And that really, really hurt me to see her like that, knowing that she's not going to be physically here no more. And everyone in the room is crying, all my family were crying. And it just wasn't coming out. I just felt numb. Like, I was just there, staring at her. And I ended up leaving the room by myself, went outside, and I was just standing there by the door. Everything sounded so muffled. I could hear there was noise, but it just was muffled. And as I'm looking at everyone was going in slow motion. Like, I didn't feel like I was in my body. And my uncle ended up coming out to me, and he started speaking to me. Through this whole process that my mum was ill, I was just being so strong for her, trying to be as positive as I can. And I felt like I failed her. It really felt like I failed her, because I was just saying all this positivity, but because she didn't want to know anything, the only thing that I could do was be positive towards her, even though I knew the route that it was going to go down. And he was like, my uncle said to me, stop being strong now. She's in a better place. And I literally broke down in tears, because my mum's not here now. My mum was she was my pride and joy. Like, I would do anything for her. The amount of sacrifices that she made for her kids and for everyone around her was unbelievable, that one person can just do that. She had so much strength. She was selfless. So many words that I can say about my mum, but I'm not going to get into it because I'm going to end up crying. But yeah, that day, everyone was calling me, asking if I was okay. You know, people wanted to see me. To be honest, I can't actually remember what I ended up doing the rest of the day. It just felt like a blur. It just didn't feel real that day. Even the next day after my mum's passing, I ended up going to work. I wasn't working that day, but I went into work to let them know. I didn't want to do it by text, but I went into work to tell them that my mum passed. And I worked out. Went to the gym, worked out. And then I went to my mum's best friend's house. Everyone was in a state of shock that she's passed. And just didn't feel real. My first thoughts were like, keep going, don't stop. Because I know if I stop, I'm going to be sad, I'm going to be depressed, I'm not going to want to do anything. And I just didn't want to feel what I was feeling. I didn't want to feel the anger, I didn't want to feel the sadness, I didn't want to feel any of it. I just wanted to just keep going. And that was number one mistake that I made. Because keeping it in didn't do me any justice. Yes, it may have helped just to keep going, but really and truly, grief is a thing that you need to feel to then progress. And even though I felt majority of the time that I wanted to go, go, go. Really and truly, I was actually depressed. I was actually sad. I had all the emotions there to the point. I would say the next day. So that would have been a Friday. So my mum passed away on the Wednesday. Um, then I went out on the Thursday. Then Friday. So Friday, I was just in bed. I was in bed. I didn't get out of bed. I didn't eat. I didn't do anything. I was just chilling. I was just not doing anything. And literally, that was like that for the next few weeks. It was such a struggle to even just get out of bed, to wash myself, to brush my teeth, to go eat. I wasn't doing any of it. It felt like a chore. Let's talk about my triggers since my mum's passing. I don't have them no more though, but when she did pass, I had so many triggers. So the number one is Wednesday. Wednesday was a massive trigger for me. My mum passed away on a Wednesday. So every Wednesday that came after that, I felt upset. I was angry. I was anxious. I didn't want it to. I felt anxious the day before. So on the Tuesday, I felt anxious. That is then becoming a Wednesday. It's so weird how grief can make you feel. My next trigger is mum. So I went to someone's house and they shouted out, "Mum!" That's literally what they did. And the amount of resentment I had towards them, the amount of anger that I had towards them, that they even have a mum. And it's so innocent. Like they were just calling out their mum. And I was just angry towards them that they have their mum. Like, why can't I have my mum? It was just little things like that, like being angry towards people just because they have their mum, but it's not their fault, you know. But again, that's how grief can make you feel. Um, Now I'm cool. Like anyone can say mum, and I'll be fine. I love talking about my mum. Like I could talk about my mum for days. So that's something that I was able to kind of get out of after a while. I can't think of any other triggers, but one last trigger that I have is so when I used to go to the shops or go out and meet friends, I see a little girl and her mum or a little boy and his mum, and that made me so sad to see that they have their mum, you know. Um Remembering the times that I used to spend with my mum when I was younger, even like once I got older, you know, me and my mum were inseparable, and seeing that just made me like so upset, you know, just wishing that I could have that again and it will never come, you know, until the day that I meet her again. But yeah, it's crazy how grief can make you feel this way, you know. And even like little things that didn't used to annoy me, or you know, I just become so angry now. Like I was so angry at people and what people do and what people say, that I never used to be like that. But I just my intolerance to things is it's gone all the way down. Like it's crazy. Cool. Let's start to talk about how to apply fitness into your everyday life. So at the moment, I know you're sitting down in your grief, depressed, sad, upset. How I started off, I decided to take walks from my bedroom to the kitchen, be walking up and down, or my bedroom to another part of the house, because I don't want to go outside. I don't want to see anyone. So the only way for me to be in the comfort of my own home is to take walks in my home. So that's how I started off. Then once I started to get used to that, I put on YouTube about home workouts. So that involved squats, push ups, and then like cardio based stuff and core. So that'd be like planks, sit ups, and then cardio would be um so it's gone up my head. Mountain climbers, um star jumps, high knees. So I started to apply that. Then once I got kind of used to that, um I started to take walks outside of the house. So it started off with walks to the shop. So every day, walk to the shop. Um, there's no food in the house, so the only way for me to get food is by me coming out of the house to do a shop. Didn't want to do Uber Eats or anything like that because that's just gonna make me fat, and I didn't want to do that. So I started to take walks to the shop. Then once I got used to that, I went further on. So I walked to I don't know my park that was close by to me. So I walked there, and then every time it would get longer and longer. So that's the best way to I'll say start it off. Luckily, I work in a gym, so um, I had the gym there to lift up weights, and the gym really helped in terms of navigating my feelings and my emotions. Every workout or every type of workout, I could focus on the emotion that I feel. So, for example, if I was angry, it would be strength training to release my anger. But again, in another video, I will explain all of that. Um, but yeah, hopefully this video has helped you and it works for you. But just take one day at a time. Don't rush. Take it easy. Because I know for definite that your loved one wouldn't want you to be sitting in your house, laying in your bed, crying, being upset, you know, thinking about them. Yeah, you can think about them, but to be active, to move. Maybe think of it like that also, because I know for sure my mom was an active lady. Like I know that she would want me to be out and do what I need to do, you know. But hopefully this video has helped you, and see you in another video. Like, comment, and subscribe.